What's up, people? How's it going? Welcome to part 2 of how to play I Was Made to Love Her by Stevie Wonder. This is following up my full playthrough. In this video I'm going to take you through what I consider to be the more difficult parts of the song. The harmony of the song is basically based around 5 chords pretty much, and suggested tone tips and also some exercises. So tune your bass up and I'll see you in a sec. Cheers. What a fantastic bass groove this song has. I remember when I first heard this, I was really blown away. It's really cool. Let's take you through the main sequence. It's basically based around 5 chords in the key of F, although the chords aren't strictly diatonic to F. As it is, let's take you through them. So chord number 1 is F major. So it's followed by B flat minor 7. This is followed by E flat dominant. Then we have a D flat, an E flat, and then we're back to F major. Okay, so to give you a feel of the sequence of the song, let's put those together in the song context using just the triads. So here we go. 3, 4. Okay, so if you learn the chord triads in that way, that will give you the timing of the main groove of the song. So good luck with that first exercise. I'll see you in a second for the next part. Alright, so now we have an understanding of the chord sequence and what chords are involved. I'm going to play the main groove for you again, and then we're going to break it down. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. For this tutorial, I'm only going to take you through the first line. If you have a desire to learn the note, all the notes of the song, note for note, then please refer to the playthrough I put up earlier. That includes the full tab with all the notes, every single note in the song. So if that's what you want to do, then refer to that video. But this should get you started. So let's start breaking it down. So chord 1, we're on F major, and this first kind of riff lick that he plays is in unison with the horns. Okay, to start with, grab the F note on your 8th fret A string. Okay, and play that. Next up, grab 2 C notes on the 10th fret on your D string. Timing there is 1 and 2. This is followed by the 7th fret on your G. And then we're going to grab the 10th fret on your G string, and you're going to hit that twice. So okay, then you're going to go back to the 7th fret G. You're going to grab the 10th fret D string, which is that C note, and then go back to the 7th fret G. And that's the first bar, so let's put that together. So 3, 4. At the end of the second bar, it's going to play a bunch of 16th notes, which then leads you into the very, funky main groove. You're going to start with, it comes in after you've gone back to the 10th fret D string. You're going to hit C, which is that note, followed by an open G. Now as you hit the open G, move your hand back to the 3rd fret. You're going to grab the 3rd fret on your D string, 3rd fret on your A string, and then you're going to go back to the 3rd fret D. That leads you onto beat 1 of the next bar. So that sounds like this. 3, 4. Okay, so let's put it into context. 3, 4. Okay, so moving on. Now I'm going to hit a very fast open D, followed by C. Use your middle finger here. C is located on the 3rd fret A string. Okay, we're then going to hit a very fast open D, E flat, E, and then F. Okay, so that sounds like this, coming in from the beat 1. So 3, 4. They're all 16th notes. And now we've got some more 16th notes to contend with. After you've hit the 3rd fret D string, okay, you're then going to hit open A, followed by C, which is the 3rd fret, B, and then B flat, and then open A. Okay, so let's put that together. So we've got I'll make a correction here, there is no open A. After you've hit the B flat, now grab your F, and then E, and then E flat. Okay, so we put that all together. 3, 4, and so there we went from basically F major again, B flat, E flat, okay, just so you can hopefully hear the original chord sequence. Now this is where he plays a really, really, really cool lick. I love this lick. It goes like this. Well, I love that little jump there. What he's doing is, from E flat, you can hit that note again, then B flat above, then an open A. Now as you hit the open A, move your hand to the 4th fret, A flat, and then C. Okay. Right, now we're going to go back into the triads, starting with the D flat triad, so that to remind ourselves, it's the 4th fret D, followed by the 3rd fret, did I say 4th fret D? I meant 4th fret A, okay, followed by the 3rd fret D, then the 6th fret D. Now grab a D natural passing note, that's the 5th fret A. So then we're going to hit the E flat triad, so that's the 6th fret A, 5th fret D, and 8th fret D. Then we're back on the F major chords. Okay, so now let's put it all together. So 3, 4. Okay, I'd like to offer something else before we move on. When you play this part here, may I want to include some dead notes there. So when you hit E flat again, deaden the notes, and then also deaden your B flat note. Okay, and then come in with the A flats, followed by the C. This is something you can experiment with. If you get it right, it sounds quite funky. So alright, so that concludes the main groove of the song. Again, it's only the first line. Next up, I'm going to take you through what I think, a couple of more difficult bars. So I'll see you there. Right, so there are a couple of bars in this piece that are particularly tricky, and I'm going to take you through both of them. So here's the first one. Okay, they always seem to occur on the one chord, and that's around this area of the neck here. To start with, you're going to hit 2 Fs. Okay, then we're going to grab a very quick D, C, and open A. And that's on the E and A, beat 2. So it's 1 and 2 E and A. So let's practice that. To play the D, C, and A, hit the 5th fret on your A string, followed by the 3rd fret on your A string, followed by the open A. Okay, so let's put those first 2 beats together to start with. So 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. Okay, now we're going to hit an open D. These are all 16th notes, followed by C, and then an E flat, and then F. Okay, so in context, 3, 4. Right, now we're back onto the A string. We're going to hit the open A, and then C, B, B flat, and then the familiar F, E, E flat. And then you play the rest of the groove. So let's put that first bar together. Here we go. 3, 4, and. 3, 4, and. One more time. Okay, so that's one bar. It's pretty tricky. I think the hardest bar in the piece is this one. I'm going to play it now. So 3, 4. So a lot of 16th notes in there. So you start with the familiar double F note. Okay, now on the E and O beat 2, you're going to hit the F again, followed by open A, then open D. So, okay, now starting on beat 2, you're going to grab the C notes, followed by an open D, E flat, E, 2nd fret, and then F on the 3rd fret. Okay, so let's put that together. So you got after that, you're then going to play the familiar open A, C, B, B flat, followed by F, E, and then E flat, and then play the rest of the groove. So okay, so let's put that second tricky. I say tricky, I found it tough, so maybe you'll find it easy, who knows. So yeah, get on. Let's practice it. So 2, 3, 4, and 3 and 4. One more time. 3, 4. Okay, so see how you get on with those couple of bars. Next up, I'm going to offer you a chromatic exercise, which will hopefully help you with some of these faster ideas. So I'll see you in a second. Okay, so I'd like to offer you this chromatic exercise now. This should hopefully help you contend with some of the more difficult bars of the piece. So here it goes. 3, 4. Okay, so to start with, you're going to grab the 3rd fret on your D string. This is followed by open 1, 2, 3 on your A. Then you're going to play open 1, 2, 3 on your D string. So far we have. Now when you go back up to the A this time, you're going to go back the other way. So it's open 3, 2, 1. Then when you go to the D string, repeat open 1, 2, 3. So far we have. Now repeat open 1, 2, 3 on your A string. And then repeat open 1, 2, 3 on your D. Okay. Now you're going to hit open 3, 2, 1 on your A string. This time just 3, 2, 1 on your D. And then you start the whole sequence up again. So that kind of second half sounds like this. Okay, and you kind of just keep it going. Now you can practice this exercise using 16th notes or 8th note rhythm. Just kind of keep it locked in. And your right hand plucking when you're playing it. It's kind of strictly kind of alternate plucking and also rest strokes. So I want to change up to the A string and using the same finger. So yeah, see how you go on with that exercise, and I'll see you in a second. I'll give you some, a little bit of advice on how to get roughly the same tone. See you then. Okay, so a few little tips on how to get a Jameson stroke Motown type bass tone. The first thing is that you want to really be playing a P bass. Obviously, I'm playing a J bass here, but if you do have a P bass, then you're, kind of in the same ballpark. The main thing about Jameson's tone, or the Motown tone, as I like to sort of call it, is they tend to cut down the highs. So in your EQ, what you want to do is trim off the trebles in your EQ and push the lows as much as you can. So make sure to do that. Another thing where you pluck is very important. I would try to mainly pluck over your net pickup or just behind your net pickup, so kind of around there. It sounds completely different if I was to play that same lick. It's a little bit subtle, but you can hear it. It's a bit more deeper around here over the net pickup, so that's what you want to do. Another thing you can consider is purchasing some foam. I've read that Jameson put foam underneath his bridge. Now you can replicate that. If you fret a note, let's say you're fretting the 5th fret on the D string with your index finger, okay, and the A string as well, so you're bridging them across like this, kind of playing like a kind of Motown-y lick. Now if you was to rest these 3 fingers across the strings, but also maintaining the pressure on these notes, you get a very kind of different sound. It's kind of muted, you know. So that will get you close as well. Now, obviously, if you're playing something as kind of fairly complex, like I Was Made to Love You, you can't keep your fingers like that, right? So if you want to get that sort of tone, then try purchasing some foam. And kind of put it underneath your bridge, just in front, or just in front of your bridge behind the back pickup. So it's kind of those few things, really. Firstly, P bass, if possible. If not, J bass is okay. On the other thing is you want to mainly be using flat round strings. That will get you close as well. So that's the first thing. Second thing, set your EQ. Push the lows, but also trim the highs. So that's the second thing. The third thing is try to pluck mainly over your front pickup. And then the fourth thing is, if you've got some foam, stick it in front of your bridge, and it will get you that kind of muted tone, which will get you a step closer. So I hope that's useful. And yeah, this is the end of the video, so we'll see you on the next one. I'm really pushing my channel at the moment, so if this has been useful for you, please subscribe. It really does help. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.